Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. Now today I have a junk journal to share with you. It's made with the kit from Kelly's Crafts by Kelly, and the kit is Rose Cottage Garden, and it's a beautiful kit. I'll put the link to Kelly's Etsy shop in the description box. She also has a Facebook page. Now this journal is 9 inches by 6 and it's fabric covered, as most of my journals are. It's 2 signatures. It's extremely fat and it took me ages. It nearly killed me because I was trying a few new things in it. And yes, everything takes me ages at the moment. Life has not been straightforward. Anyway, you can see I've fastened it just with the plain straightforward tie that tucks in and added lace to the tie. Now the cover of it here, you'll see a lovely thatch cottage design, and I've called this journal Rose's Cottage Garden because I've made it with a lady called Rose in mind. Now for those of you that don't know Rose, she has a lovely thatch cottage with a beautiful cottage garden somewhere in the depths of rural Ireland, and I'm going to tell you how Rose uses this journal, or how she'll use it when she'll get it. Now Rose is totally imaginary, by the way. She's actually 2 people I know put together. One of them is dead, but both of them were just mad gardeners and kind of obsessive gardeners. We won't go any further. I don't want to name the guilty. Anyway, I designed this embroidery myself. I actually drew out the cottage and embroidered it, got it onto a piece of cotton and embroidered it. So it's a bit of my original artwork, not that that's worth much, but also I'm going to be raffling this journal. It's a giveaway and I'm going to be raffling it afterwards, but the giveaway will only be open to people in Ireland, UK, Europe. I can't post it to the US. It's just I'd have to insure it, and it would cost too much because it's heavy. It's very, very heavy, but I will have a worldwide giveaway at some stage before Christmas. Anyway, shut up Geraldine and get onto the journal. Fabric cover, which is 2 layers of upholstery fabric and more upholstery fabric over it. There's a lot of pink in this journal, which I don't normally do, but I suffered. Now you open it up and there's a pocket here, and there's some lollipop sticks for Rose to write the names of her plants on. And here I've made one of these hidden paper clips as well, so that Rose can pin any bits of, information about plants, or any pages that she'd tear out of a gardening magazine. She can put them in there. I can't get it off, that should take me ages. Anyway, in the pocket I have a nice glassine envelope with some details of some plants that some roses that Rose would like to get her hands on. She keeps track of, things she'd like to buy in the future and her garden plans in this journal as well. And I've made this lovely, these are all tags from the kit. So I've put them together, added one of my own machine embroidered butterflies, and as you can see, the background is this bit of crochet here. So I've made up a little tag book, and that will go in there as well. And you can see the beautiful image here, and I've added some of my own lace to that. And there's a panel here. Now I was going to write handmade by, my own name on it, but I think I'll leave it blank for the person who gets it to fill in, and I might put a little tag in it saying who made it and the date. So here is one of Kelly's famous guest checks, and there's another tag book in here, decorated again with a bit of what would you call it, lacy fabric, and one of my flowers. And this one has a little booklet inside it where Rose, there again, where Rose can write some of her notes on plants and stuff she wants to get. And this is from clothes, from a top I bought. I just left it there because it says Country Rose, and it's perfect for decorating the journal. One of the envelopes from Kelly's kit. And when I read this, the hair stood on my head, because it says the Station Paymaster Army Pay Office, Fermoy. Now this is a very old stamp. It would have been back in the days when Fermoy was part of the British Empire, or Ireland was at that stage. But in more recent times, I had an uncle who was in the army who was actually stationed in Fermoy. Now, he died young. He died in his mid-40s. But it just, as I said, Fermoy Army, gave me the, not exactly the creeps, but you know yourself when you're doing something around Halloween. So I have a belly band here, and I have added one of my own crocheted circles to it, and that's one of the images, one of the roses from the kit. This kit is mainly roses. Now here's a journaling card. I've added a die cut rose to it, and I've also added some cheesecloth to the back of it, and that's lavender in it. So this journal is designed to appeal to all your senses, you know, well, even hearing, I'll get to that. But anyway, this should appeal to your sense of smell, and you have the bit of decoration top of it. I like these journals because I can use a lot of my own stuff in it. Another lovely page. Just more little tags. This is a writing journal. I don't make fancy journals. Well, not yet anyway. They're all for writing in. And here's this little page here. Now, Rose keeps track of gardens she'd like to visit here. And you can see some of them, you know, she's collected some information. She wants to go to the War Memorial Gardens in Island Bridge because there's a lot of roses there. And here's another image from the kit. That's another garden that Rose would like to visit one of these days when things have calmed down. See, plenty of space for writing. Now, I know a lot of you would say I probably should have decorated those pages, but I've avocado dyed it and I put a die cut on it. Like, what more do you want? And more tea dyed ledger stuff. More. Now, here we have a little tuck spot with plenty of space for writing. It's a little booklet as well. And here's a dress. Now this dress is one of the Origami Dresses, and I followed G. Kerr's instructions. Now this would be the type of dress that Rose wears when she opens her garden to the public. Like once or twice a year, Rose opens her garden and people pay in and she gives the money to charity. Now, Rose I think she's doing cancer research or something like that at the moment, but she used to give the money to the lifeboats, and then she realised that wasn't such a great idea because she's living in the middle of the country and she wouldn't have much use for a lifeboat, so cancer research it is. And you can see a page here with, what you call them, my eco-printed flowers. And here's another belly band going horizontally this time with more of Kelly's tags made up into a booklet. Plenty of writing space at the back of it. More. There's another little space. There's another. I love making these tag booklets. I've decorated it here with a strip of vellum. Sorry, that's my dogs. They've been going mad all morning. Sorry about that, folks. Now in here, I have a few photos of Rose's friend's house. Now Rose has a friend called Sheila who also has a thatched cottage, but her garden isn't as good because, there's her thatched cottage, because she has a dog called Rover and Rover wrecks the garden. More space for writing. Another envelope. There's something in here. More little journaling cards. I carried the flap over and made a tug spot out of it. And here's where Rose keeps some packets of seed that she's used. She's reminding herself to buy more next year. And Rose has these tulips planted in her garden. She's hoping they'll come up next spring, and she's cut out a bit of, well, I have for Rose, like, cut out a corner, and they're little tulips that she's planted. That's from the packaging. Anyway, more roses. Actually, there's yellow, and here's a kind of sideways pocket. And another little die cut, decorated die cut. Another. Meant to put this in here. That's a postcard I got from Mary Barrett. And here's a kind of a double pocket here with various journaling tags and stuff in it. And there we have another of the little envelopes. And I put in this sheet of embossed paper, or it's embossed vellum, because there's great crackle out of it. And you can see here more eco-dyed leaves, which I thought would be perfect for a garden journal. More of the tulips Rose has planted, made into a tuck spot. There it's kind of reusing. And here's some grasses Rose has planted in the front garden, and she's hoping they do well. Another little, and that's some of my painty papers. And here we have another belly band with the scented journaling card behind it. Sorry, we're at 10 minutes. I know these journals do take a while to get through. Of course, you can speed them up if you want to. More tea-dyed paper, bingo card with room for writing at the back. I don't think Rose would approve of bingo because, I mean, most of the money has to be spent on the garden. There's another one of these hidden paper clips. And that's the ticket you get if you go to Rose's garden, you know, when she's the garden open for cancer research. You'll be issued with one of these. And this is another one of my little booklets that's contained in a tag. More pockets with guest check. Same here. Another belly band with tag book. More crinkle. More little pockets and envelopes. And Rose tried her hand with a bit of tomato growing this year, and she wants to get more of those tomatoes next year. That's why she hangs on to the label to remind herself to get more. And another journaling card held on with a hidden paper clip. As you can see, the images are absolutely beautiful. And here's a little glassine envelope I made, and this contains some seed that Rose got from a friend's garden when she was out visiting. I don't know whether she asked the friend, you know, before she took the seed or not, but anyway, Rose is good at getting her hands on freebies, let's put it like that. And that's a particular plant that Rose grew as well that she likes. It did very well in the garden. So there you are, we've come to the end, and there's a little pocket here for a biro or a pencil or whatever, but I haven't put anything in it just now because it would have made the journal look too awkward. So I hope you've enjoyed your walk through Rose's cottage garden. I'll just let you see the embroidery on the cover of it. And if you would like to win this, I'll hold the giveaway Sunday week, and it'll be done by Mr. Snippet's Hairy Hands, which I know you've missed because you haven't seen them for a while, and I hope YouTube don't disallow the video or something again, but never mind. So there we are. If you would like to win this journal, just leave me a comment saying please enter me in the comments section. So I'd like to thank Kelly for giving me this beautiful kit. So please pop over to her Etsy shop and her Facebook page. She's also on YouTube, and check out her kits. So thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Apologies for the dogs and the length of the video. And I must put this back into it. Mind yourselves, folks, and have a good weekend. Bye.